Hi everybody, Farmer Luke and Farmer Clive. We're going to do a very exciting video on what's in a combine cab. Farmer Clive actually drives the combine, so he's going to talk you through it. So, here we go.
Simple stuff, steering wheel. Obviously drives the combine. Anyway, with the steering wheel, we've got the sat nav, which does my, if I put it on there, I'm going to put it on straight track, and obviously I pick a track and it gives me, and I press the button and it puts an A and B, as we call it, a straight line through the field, and then the combine just follows that all the time. The TV up there is not very clean because it's been very dusty, but that's a rear view camera. What I can see if I'm sort of backing a bit, or see if anybody's walked round the back of me, and it's helpful on the road because we can see cars that sort of hesitate to come by. The main thing of the combine is the joystick. Main thing is it's forward and reverse control, all hydrostatic, so the further forward I put it forward, the faster it goes, and the same with reverse. I'm going to turn the ignition on because it'll bleep for a minute. Bleep in a minute. Oh, the most important thing is what's going is the radio. Keeps you sane. I have muted it now, and also the air conditioning, which is climate control, so I sometimes control how hot or cold I want to be. Mainly love to be cold. Right, we've got the screen up and running. At the moment we're running just below half a tank of fuel, which is just right because we've only got 5 acre left to do. Temperature of the engine, water temperature, and that's just a speedometer. Here is the revs of the engine, that's how many hours the combine is done. And if I turn it over there, if I go that way, it tells me the moisture, which obviously is gone out of sync somewhere because that should read about 12 or 13 what we've been cutting, but it's gone. We cut some mucky peas, and since then it's always read 33 or 34. That's the kilogram weight of the gram weight a litre of corn, and we can alter that. We test it with a thing to get the right weight, and I can alter that. And all the other things, that sets the crops. If I press that, a list of crops. So if I change crops, I can just press the button, put it on what it wants. On wheat, if I want to go on winter barley, I just press the button. But I can't do it unless the engine's running, so I press that and it load adjust. So that's the sort of like the settings. We have the threshing drum, the fan speed, which is the airflow, how wide the concave is, upper sieve, lower sieve, that's what sieves the wheat, as you see in other videos. The feed rake is more or less always stays the same. That's more or less the thing that takes the corn from the header into the actual combine. And they're just another couple of things. Right, we'll get out of that. Buttons here, don't really touch them. The main ones is, if I pull that up when we're running, puts the threshing and all the mechanics inside the combine working. And then when that's all working and running, we pull that one up and that puts the header working. If I come to the end and I need to stop the header, we've got a quick stop button on the joystick. I'll go through that in a minute. That's just the on and off for the sat nav. No foot throttle, hand throttle, it's all electric switch, so that's slow revs, half revs, full revs, which is what it runs at all the time. These are the gears, so no gear lever, there's only 2 gears, first and second. We're always in first combining, road speed more or less that is, and it has got a neutral. Park brake on, park brake off. That is my auto track button, and I can press the button and set my steering wheel working. That opens the tank lids, shut and closed. That's for when there is a laser part, as they call it, on the combine, but because we've got the sat nav, we don't use it. But that's what that's for, and that's for setting the laser part up. That does something, I've never used it, so what it does I don't know. I think it's 2 settings. I might try that later. They're a little bit complicated because this is a rotary combine with what they call bomb doors. There's 2 of them on each rotor, and you can put either one running closed or 1 or 2 closed. Makes the threshing a little bit better. That's more or less that. The joystick is what I have my hand on all the time, virtually, because obviously I can control the speed, as I said earlier. If I want the header up, I'll just press that button, hold it, and it will come up. If I want it down, just hold it just down. And because we've got it set automatically, when I'm combining, I go around the end and the header's running, I could just flick that once and it'll be preset. The height, we want the stubble and the reel, and because this is a vario, the vario will push out to where I want it to be for the crop that I'm cutting. And when I want to come to the end, I flick to the other side, and that automatically lifts it up, and it alters the setting so I don't drop no corn or ears of wheat or anything off the end of the knives, because the reels will go down and collect it in. When the tank's full, I need to put the auger out, which is that button. So I double press that, and that will automatically put the auger out. To start the auger going, we press that, and that starts the auger emptying. When finished, press that, folds the auger in. This one is to do more or less with the reel, which is the big red Ryan thing with all the tines on. I can press that to go up. If I want it higher, press that down. 4.5 as we call it, further forward. I'll press it that way and it will come back in. Because it's preset, I don't touch it a lot, other than if the crop varies, whether it's down or a little bit taller, I need to lift it up. So that's really the only thing I'll work manually. No pedals, clutch or anything, just brake pedals. Don't use them a lot. That's about it really. See, I've got light switches. I could see in the tank, but the window's a bit dirty and the lids are closed now, so, but we've seen in there earlier. Right, hope that's informative, hope you enjoyed it. Look out for more videos on different equipment as we start the sowing season, as we call it now. Thank you.
Well, I hope you enjoyed that very short video. we actually got another, we'll cut for the other video, so that's what's actually in the combine cab, and we're going to have a ride along with Farmer Clive. So that'll be great, so look out for that one.
And drinking my coffee.
And drinking your coffee halfway through it, because I watched it back last night. Anyway, thank you so much for that, I hope you enjoyed it. Anything else you want to see, like, subscribe, blah, 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 blah. I'll see you again next time. So say see you later, Farmer Clive.
See you later, Farmer Clive.